In today's video, we will be going through 10 facts you might not know about The Walking Dead. If you do enjoy this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more.
I'm gonna hold on to this until we get Glenn back, okay? I'll take good care of it.
What do you think?
I think Doug's
As you
not
may
great
or
around
may not know, in the
zombies.
Walking Dead franchise, they all call zombies walkers. This is due to in the show and game zombies never existed. But as you can see in this scene, Lee does a little slip up and calls a walker a zombie. Everyone knows how much of an amazing character Lee is, but at the start of the game, Lee was going to prison as a criminal for killing someone. Luckily, the whole zombie apocalypse thing happened, and Lee had a second chance. But did you know that Lee started the game off in handcuffs as a criminal, and ends the game off in handcuffs as a hero and a legend of gaming? Now everyone knows how the Walking Dead game ended. You either shoot Lee or leave him to turn into a walker. But did you know that if you choose to shoot Lee when Clementine shoots him, you can hear the voice actor of Lee cry? In the Walking Dead series, there are a few Easter eggs, but this one is about Randy Tudor, who is one of the lead programmers of Telltale games. To get this, you have to speak to Kenny 5 times.
Randy Tudor. Good man. Damn fine man. Powerful stash. One of the greats.
If you have played The Walking Dead Season 1 before, you would have seen the character Bree. But did you know that Bree was based on a real person? During The Walking Dead Season 1, Telltale Games started a contest called Join the Cast. Bree then won this competition and was put into the game. In the past Walking Dead Season 1, Kenny either risks his life to try and save Ben or tries to rescue Krista. But as we know, Kenny does survive this, and eventually returns in The Walking Dead Season 2. But what you may not know is that it was planned that Kenny was meant to die in Season 1. This was confirmed in an interview with the voice actor of Kenny. It was stated that he recorded dialogue for the death of Kenny. In The Walking Dead Season 1 Episode 3, you are meant to try and stop the train. You can do this by either fighting Kenny or talking him into stopping the train. But did you know that if you fail to do this, Duck will turn into a walker and kill everyone on the train, including Lee? In the making of the game, the developers was questioning on whether or not to cut Clementine from the game completely. They say this because they thought if a child character was not liked enough, then as the player wouldn't care much about protecting her in Season 1. It's funny to think what the Walking Dead game would be like without Clementine, but this almost did happen. In The Walking Dead Season 2, there was originally planned a completely different ending. This one was meant to be much darker. Telltale planned it so Clementine had hypothermia and AJ was weighing her down. So the choice would be to leave AJ and survive or die from hypothermia. Eventually Telltale scrapped this idea because they thought it was too dark, and then picked the endings we all know today. Finally, for fact number 1, Did you know that originally Kenny was meant to be in charge instead of Carver? This was confirmed by the voice actor of Kenny. Imagine if Telltale went through with this idea, that would have been crazy. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you did enjoy, and put down in the comments your favorite fact of The Walking Dead. I will see you in the next video. Today's video we will be looking over the top 5 least important choices in The Walking Dead. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. At number 5, I have Save Duck or Save Sean. This is the first major choice you have to make in Telltale's The Walking Dead. It's the intro to the game to set the scene on what the game has to offer. But with this choice, it means nothing at all. You save Sean. Sean dies, you save Duck, Sean dies. There's really not much point in this choice. I think as it's the first big choice in the game, it should have a bigger outcome to it, but it really doesn't. At number 4, I have Kill Clementine or Let Her Turn, even though this choice doesn't matter at all. I'm happy it turned out this way because Clementine survives no matter what. When I first played this, I thought it was going to be like what happened to Lee. Either you kill him or let him turn. But in this choice, Skybound had other ideas. But I've got to say, I'm happy that Clementine had a good ending no matter what. At number 3, I have Steal the Food or Don't Steal the Food. I feel like this choice means nothing. You get a few lines of dialogue from the stranger at the end of the game, and Clementine wears a hoodie you find in the car throughout the game. But as the closing choice at the end of episode 2, I think that this should have made a bigger impact on when you did finally meet the stranger at the end of the game. At number 2, I have cut Sarita's arm off or not. With this choice, it's a bit stupid. If you cut Sarita's arm off, Kenny goes crazy and hates you for a while. If you don't cut Sarita's arm off, guess what? Kenny still shouts at Clementine. Anyway, it doesn't matter what you pick here. Sarita dies both ways no matter what you pick, and Kenny hates you both ways, so it's a bit of a dumb choice in my opinion. At number 1, I have cut Lee's arm off or not. When I first played this, I thought maybe it actually might work if we cut Lee's arm off. But unfortunately, that is not the case. If you don't cut Lee's arm off, he will faint more often than if you cut his arm off. But unfortunately, as some of us did think that this could save Lee's life, it doesn't matter what you pick here, Lee dies either way from the bite. So that was my list. Let me know in the comments your top 5 choices that doesn't matter. If you did enjoy this video and want to see a part 2 but of the most impactful choices, be sure to like and subscribe. In today's video, we will be looking over the top 5 choices in The Walking Dead that do matter and have an impact. If you did enjoy, be sure to like and subscribe. Before we start this video, there's always been a big question on whether the Telltale game's choices actually mean anything. With this, most of the choices in this game shape the character you are playing as well as the ones around you. So like a lot of times in this game you may see, you pick to choose to save a character, then he or she dies later on anyway. The main point of these Telltale games is to shape the characters how we want to be, and how we would act in these situations as we would in real life. Anyway, I can make a whole other video on Telltale's choices. The Walking Dead game does have some big choices that impact the story, so this video will be listing them. Let me know what you think of my list in the comments, and what you would have done differently. At number 5, I have Drop or Save Ben. Now, I know a lot of people do not like Ben in this game, but the choice of saving him or letting him go is quite big. Kenny wants you to drop Ben because of all that Ben has caused and for killing Kenny's family. But saving Ben here is actually a better outcome for Kenny, as we all thought Kenny hated him, and maybe he does. But with this choice, Kenny changes his ways and risks his life to save Ben later on in the game. On the other hand, if you choose to not save Ben, you do not get to see the depths of his character and how he's been feeling. Also with this, Kenny doesn't get much character development and stays in his old ways. At number 4, I have Help Kenny Kill Larry or Help Lily Try to Save Larry. Although in this choice Larry dies either way, This choice really does have an impact on what your relationship with Kenny will be like for the rest of the game. If you help Kenny kill Larry, then Kenny will back you up throughout the game and be there for Lee. Likewise, if you pick to help Lily, Kenny will always try and fight against you, and he won't appeal to you. Neither will he see you as his friend. At number 3, I have let Lee turn it shoot him, though this choice is at the end of the game, and Lee is going to die. Due to the bite, this choice will lead to how Lee's story is going to end. Will you, as the player, end Lee's suffering, picking the choice to shoot him? Or will you let him turn into a walker? This choice is one of the hardest choices in the game, and is definitely the hardest hitting one in the game, although this choice doesn't have much weight to it in. It's definitely a big one for the ending of Lee Everett. Coming in at number 2 is choosing to trust AJ or choose not to. If you choose not to trust AJ, then he will not make any of the big choices that come up later on. This will have a massive impact on the lives of Louis or Violet. Whoever you choose to save, AJ not making the big calls will eventually lead to Louis or Violet dying, which is caused by not trusting AJ. But if you do choose to trust AJ, AJ will do what he thinks is the correct choice, and in this scenario, he will shoot 10. This leads to him saving the lives of Louis or Violet. Finally, the choice I feel has the most weight to do it, and has the biggest impact is, at number 1, killing Lily or telling AJ to step down. If you choose to tell AJ to kill Lily, then he will empty an entire clip into Lily, even though she's dead. This then leads to James to believe that AJ is almost at the point of no return and is becoming a murderer. This then gets followed up by James and Clementine clashing and fighting over AJ. However, if you do choose to spare Lily's life, then Lily will pick up a knife and kill James. This then straight away makes the player think and makes them believe that they have made the wrong choice. But this choice is either make AJ a murderer or get James killed by Lily. If you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe for more videos like this one, and I will see you in the next video. The Walking Dead game, for some people, is one of the best games ever made. And why? In this video, I would go through why The Walking Dead Season 1 is one of the best games of all time. At the start of every episode, the game starts with this, reminding the player that what you do matters, so choose wisely. Throughout the time, Telltale has had a lot of complaints about whether do choices matter, or is it all an illusion that we think we have a choice? But the game does as it says. This game series adapts to the choices you make. The choices you make don't really make a massive impact on the story, but that's not the purpose of the choices. The choices are there to play as you would in real life, to agree and disagree with people, and to have an opinion and relationships in the game. Every time you make a choice in The Walking Dead, the game will reply with said person will remember that. This lets the player know that this choice has made an impact on your relationship with this person, and it may come up later on in the story. With the bigger choices in the game, it typically will make you choice to either save one person or another. The game puts you in a difficult situation to save someone's life. The game also has a timer every choice you make throughout the game, tested to make it more realistic, because in real life, you only have a few seconds to choose what to do to save someone's life. With most choices in this game, you choose to save someone, they die later on anyway, so people think what's the point of saving them in the first place? But I think Telltale tried to show that people die no matter what, sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. And when someone dies that's close to you, as Kenny would say,
you don't just end it because it's hard. You stick it out, and you help the folks you care about.
So The Walking Dead game isn't about this choice didn't make a difference or that choice didn't make a difference. Overall, it comes down to the characters, how they are feeling towards you, and the way you act will judge their opinions on you. So you decide how you want to play the game. Will you be a friend to everyone and choose to be nice to everyone, or will you choose to play it a different way and disagree with everyone around you? As I mentioned earlier, The main part of the Walking Dead game is characters. How the characters are feeling towards you can completely change the game. You can play the game hundreds of times and find new pieces of dialogue from characters. The main protagonist in The Walking Dead is Lee Everett, a man who at the start of the game thought his life was all over. On his way to jail, got gifted a second chance in life. We play as Lee throughout the whole game, making his choices and who he likes and dislikes. But on occasions, the game likes to remind the player that Lee is a person and sometimes will choose not to do what the player tells him to do. On certain parts in the game, if you tell Lee to say something, he might think and choose not to say this. Like at the start of the game in the police car, Lee will stop himself from saying anything about his wife, because he knows it will make him angry and he prefers to stay quiet. In 2012, The Walking Dead game won Game of the Year. Why? Well, the relationship between Lee and Clementine played a massive factor in it. A little girl by herself, looking for help, and a man who has been given a second chance in life and wants to change. Throughout the game, Lee and Clementine develop a special bond, and how Clem develops in the following games. The player decides how Clem acts and survives through the choices of what you picked with Lee. Lee is the only person Clem has during the apocalypse, and Clem is all he has. It's a masterpiece from Telltale with amazing writing and voice acting from Melissa Hutchison and Dave Fennoy. In the final scene in particular, where you can hear Lee's voice actors crying after the scene, to teaching Clem how to shoot and cutting her hair all the way to Lee's death, Clem and Lee are the standout points of The Walking Dead Season 1.
What is it?
No, don't worry. All right. I'll miss you.
Me too.
"11 years later, these two characters are still two of the best gaming of all time. In my opinion, the Walking Dead game is in the top 5 games of all time with amazing storytelling, great voice acting and emotional gameplay. This game has it all. And that's why I think Telltale's The Walking Dead Season 1 is a masterpiece. If you did enjoy this video and want to see a part 2 on The Walking Dead Season 2, be sure to let me know in the comments. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. And I will see you in the next video. The Walking Dead Season 2 is the sequel to the first game. Season 1 was a massive hit, winning Game of the Year back in 2012. But how would Season 2 follow its footsteps of the previous game? Season 2 opens up with Clem, Amid and Krista. The game takes place 8 months after the Season 1, and the big difference we see is that we are now playing as Clem instead of Lee. The choices you made in Season 1 as Lee will now follow through to Season 2, as many of times throughout the game Clem will act and say things Lee taught her in Season 1. straight away Telltale kicks the game off with a bang, literally killing a mid in the first 5 minutes of the game. This sets the tone for the game, and the game starts as it means go on. "16 months later, and everyone is depressed. Krista still hasn't spoken to Clem since the death of Amit, and Clem has now seen Lee and Amit die in the space of 8 months. As we can also see, Krista is no longer pregnant, and there is no baby to be seen, so we can assume that there might have been a miscarriage with Krista's baby. Later on, we hear noises coming from the forest, and it's Krista being attacked by a group of strangers. You can either choose to distract them or run away. Weirdly enough, this is the last we see of Krista, so it is still unknown whether she is dead or alive, and maybe we will never find out. We then meet a dog called Sam, who at first was a friendly dog until it thought Clem was good and tried eating her arm.
Here you go. Hey, don't eat it all.
Clem does escape but is alone and encounters some walkers. Luckily, Clem was saved by 2 men called Luke and Pete. But unfortunately for Clem, she was bitten by the dog, and Pete and Luke assume the bite was from the walker. Luckily, they have a group with a doctor in it. Surely he can easily tell the difference between a walker bite and a dog bite. We will be fine. Oh, no wait, he has no clue, and no, we are being put in a shed to see if we turn or not. But obviously, we are not going to stand for this. We are the main characters, this can't happen. So we break through the back of the shed and crawl under to go on our way to find some stitches. With our apple juice and stitches at hand, we are ready to start stitching. Ready for one of the most graphic parts of the game, which is a very painful watch.
No. Just like last time. Just how Krista showed me.
After defeating yet another walker, Clem drops the coldest line in the whole franchise.
Holy shit. What the? How the hell did it get in here?
Little girl's tough as nails.
Are you all right?
The shed should be safe.
I'm still not bitten. I never was.
Keithan gets bitten, and you have to choose whether to help save Nick or Pete, and considering Nick tried to shoot us, I helped Pete.
We gotta get out of here! Get over here, goddammit! Can't you listen to me once? Just one time? I've got ammo! Come on!
A random man appears at the front door and invites himself
Who
in to
are
explore
you?
the house.
Well, actually, I'm your neighbor.
We tell the group about this man, and they obviously know who this man is, and we leave and try and find a new place. On our journeys, we find a bridge and a man standing on it. And of course, Nick thought it would be a good idea to pull out his gun and shoot him. Well done, Nick, saved the day. Later on, we make our way up to a high point to see any danger coming our way, until we hear a noise coming from below. Our group was arguing with a bunch of other people. So Clem investigates the arguing and looks who everyone is arguing with, and for the best part of the game, the biggest surprise in the game.
We ain't here to rob nobody. Put the gun down. Fuck that! Whoa, 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 whoa.
Please, just do what he says.
Penny.
Wait, you know this guy? Clementine?
Boom. Next thing we know, Carver is here and tears us all up. Also, he shoots water in the skull and kidnaps us all. The group then tries to figure out a plan to escape from Carver's camp. They come up with stealing walkie-talkies. This plan doesn't go so well and Carver asked for them back. And being the villain he is, as soon as Kenny gave him the walkie-talkie back, Carver beat the crap out of Kenny, destroying his eye completely and knocked out cold.
Sorry about that. Not sure what I was thinking.
3. Fucker.
The group thinks of a new plan that backfires again, but luckily Clem from the top ropes jumps down onto Carver. If you choose to watch, you will see the most graphic part of the whole franchise. Kenny continues to smash Carver's brains out. We then cover ourselves in walker guts to try and escape the herd of walkers. Carlos dies and Sarita's arm gets bit, leaving Clem to choose to cut the arm off or kill the walker. Because of what happened to Sarita, Kenny is now mad at Clem and blames her for what happened to Sarita. We also figure out that Nick is dead and has turned into a walker. R.I.P. Nick. The group gets to safety, but Clem and Jane run into a man called Arvo. He's carrying a bag with him which has a bunch of medicine in it. You can either choose to rob him or let him leave, but Jane will take the medicine either way.
Are you sure about that?
Kenny then helps Rebecca deliver her baby, as everyone else defeats the walkers from getting to us. Luckily, everything goes well for once. Well, except Sarah dying, but oh well, and the baby is born. But obviously, it's the Walking Dead game, and things don't stay good for long, as the group run into Arvo again, and are about to battle it out, and it all kicks off when Clem shoots Rebecca to stop her from killing her baby.
Don't make me do it! Look at me! Do you hear me? I will kill you in my...
The next day, the group walk over ice to try and get to a safe place. Surely nothing can go wrong here, right? If we all walk over, it will be fine. Oh, no, wait for his Arvo running. Oh, no, Kenny is running too. Oh, really, Mike, you too, just why? Okay, well, hopefully nothing else will go wrong now. Oh, really, now the ice has cracked around Luke. Could this get any worse? You then have to make a choice whether to help Luke or cover him from the walkers. If you help him, the ice will completely crack, making Clem and Luke to both fall into the water.
Just go back.
I got you.
Please.
It's gonna be all right.
On Luke's final seconds he saves Clem from the walker below and gets dragged into the water by a walker. To top this, Clem near enough gets hypothermia, which isn't great. Luckily, Jane drags Clem out of the water and they run to try and find a fire. The group rush into the house to try and get a fire started for Clem. With the fire up and going, Kenny works on getting a truck outside to work. Eventually, Kenny gets the car to work. Everything is going good again finally. Is this going to be the happy ending? Don't be silly, of course, something had to go wrong. Clem walks outside and sees Arvo, Mike and Bonnie stealing all of our supplies and about to drive off. And after being the worst character in the game, he decides to shoot Clem, and anyone who shoots Clem is straight away the worst character in the game.
Where am I?
It's just a bad dream.
Oh, thank God, it was all just a bad dream. And we are still here with Lee. That was the worst nightmare ever. Oh no, why? Back to reality, it wasn't all a dream. Anyway, we get into a crash, and Jane is left with the baby, which could never end well. Jane ended up putting the baby back into the car to try and prove a point to Clem that Kenny is crazy. And as soon as Kenny finds out the baby is gone, both Jane and Kenny start throwing haymakers. I mean, they are proper going for it, both trying to kill each other. The fight ends with Kenny about to kill Jane, and Clem is left with the choice to either shoot Kenny or look away. I looked away and let Kenny kill Jane, because Kenny is the GOAT. Finally, the game ends by Clem and Kenny finally finding Wellington, but they will only let Clem and AJ go in, so the game leaves you with either choosing to stay at Wellington or go with Kenny. And that rounds up The Walking Dead Season 2. In my opinion, a great game. I think Season 1 is slightly better, but a great sequel nonetheless. And that's why I think that The Walking Dead Season 2 is a work of art. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this one, and I will see you in the next video. So here we go, starting off with The Walking Dead Season 1. Let's see how long we can play before someone dies. We start the game off in a police car, and get introduced to our main character Lee, and the police driver.
Regardless, could be you just married the wrong woman.
5 minutes into the game, and it's going well so far. No deaths just yet, just some small talk from the police driver about Lee's wife.
You'll have to learn to stop worrying about things you can't control.
This driver needs to stop talking to us and focus on the road more, because you never know. You could crash into something that's in the road, like a walker or something.
Stop going on. A bit less depressing and a bit more hilarious, if I do say so. This other time.
Oh, would you look at that? There was something in the road and we crashed into it. But the question is the driver dead or alive? Let's have a little look, shall we? Oh well, that's that. Well, Season 1 didn't go too good, but I have a good feeling about Season 2. Maybe we can get over 10 minutes in. Here we enter the bathroom to get cleaned up and wash our face. But whilst we are in the toilet, we hear a noise. It's a girl looking around in our bag looking for supplies. Hopefully, she takes some stuff and leaves, so we are safe and avoid any deaths. That would be good, right? Oh, crying out loud, Clem, really? You slipped on the toilet seat. You had one job, just don't slip, but you did. Anyway, the girl hears Clem and pulls her gun out on her.
I
I see you. Get out of there. You're not fooling me.
The girl points the gun at Clem and asks for her hat. But as you know, nobody takes Clem's hat. Well, expect AJ.
There you go, Lewis. Nothing to tease her about.
Oh, there's so plenty to tease her about. The hat, for one.
Don't. She gets really mad.
Oh, thank God Omid is here. Well, at least we won't be dying. The game continues for a bit longer, that's good.
You gonna cry, little fish? This your daddy?
Oh, no, door, please, be quiet.
Alright, I'll start packing up.
Now, Javi, you need to hurry. Look, I'm not giving you shit, okay? You weren't here when Dad was sick, okay? I get it, but you need to fucking be here when he goes.
I know. Alright, I'm still on my way.
Okay, well, Season 1 and 2 did not go to plan, but maybe Season 3 can make up for it. In Season 3, you play as a new character, Kajave. We learn straight away that our dad has just died, but I won't count that yet because we didn't see him die.
Oh, you tried! You fucking tried?!
After Javi getting his butt kicked by David, he walks into the house just to get a slap in the face by his mum. What a good start to the game. Anyway, David's daughter gets a glass of water for Javi dad. But wait, I thought he was dead.
You don't have to fill his cup up anymore, baby. Grandpa is sleeping.
No, Yaya. People's awake.
What the fuck?
We all walk into the room to see what's going on,
Rafa,
and oh dear.
¿Cómo es esto posible?
Javi's mum tries to tame a walker, thinking her husband is still alive. Next thing you know.
La mente está confundido.
Mamá.
Oh yeah, she's dead. Well, we have made it to the final season. All of the other seasons haven't made it past the 10-minute mark yet. But let's see how long the final season will last. The game begins with Clem and AJ looking around for any food they can find. They begin by looking in an abandoned building. They get into the building and straight away are introduced to two walkers. It turns out these walkers have the keys on them to get through the next door. But I decided it was way too dangerous to get the keys of the walkers, so I sent AJ inside through a little gap to open the door. When Clem and AJ get inside, they find a trapdoor, and obviously you have to open it. Surely there has to be something good in it.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it is. We could eat for weeks with this much.
Oh, of course. It's rigged, just our luck.
It's rigged!
When trying to escape all of the walkers, Clem crashes the car, causing both Clem and AJ to be knocked out and taken away. When we wake up, we are introduced to two new characters, Ten and Marlon. It turns out these are the people who saved us from the car crash. Clem and AJ get reunited, and we meet a new character called Lewis. The leader of the group, Marlon, allowed Clem and AJ to stay at the school, but under one condition. We had to help find some food. So Clem, the place we was at earlier with the two walkers, had food. But unfortunately, not everything went to plan, and we meet a guy called Abel. When we return back to the group with a bunch of food, one person in the group called Brody starts panicking about the guy we met at the train station. Clem didn't until we hear noises coming from the bunker in the middle of the night. It turns out the noise was Brody and Marlon arguing.
I thought they were
something.
killed by walkers.
Something obviously Marlon didn't want Clem
That's
to
the
find
story
out
we
about.
told everyone.
But as soon as Brody was about to tell Clem what's going on.
Because Marlon was so ashamed of what—
Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this one, and I will see you in the next video. The Walking Dead game has 4 main seasons in total, without counting the spin-offs. But which season is the best? In this video, I will be going through each season and ranking them on which season I think is the best and which season I think is the worst. Let me know in the comments what your list would be. At number 4 I have The Walking Dead Season 3. In my opinion, this is the weakest season out of the 4. Each episode in this season is hour and a half max, which compared to Season 1 having 2.5 hour episodes is a massive difference. Not only does this season have short episodes, I feel like the season has a weak story. On top of this, I don't feel attached to any of the characters like I did on the other seasons. This is probably down to not having much time with each character, but Season 3 doesn't really have many likable characters in my opinion. But overall Season 3 isn't a bad game. I would rate it a 6 out of 10, but compared to the other games it comes short. For the number 3 spot, I have The Walking Dead Season 2. This spot could have been a mix-up between two, but I chose to put Season 2 here. I feel like each choice in Season 2 is pointless throughout the game. Every choice you make in Season 2 has no real weight to it at all, except from Episode 5 at the very end of the game. But Season 2 is one of the most emotional games to be made. The fact that Kenny came back in this season definitely made the season better. Like Kenny or not, he made the season more emotional and interesting. Also, this season has a massive character development for Clem, showing that she is no longer a defenseless girl or needs protecting. She is all grown up and can survive by herself. Overall, I think that Season 2 is a strong season. I would give it an 8 out of 10, and that's why it's third in my list. At my second spot is The Walking Dead Season 4, or the final season. This season added a lot of new features, like collectibles, the new graphic black and love interests, obviously either Louis or Violet. Like I mentioned before, Season 2 and 3 choices having no impact. Season 4 is the complete opposite. For example, choosing to trust AJ or not has a massive impact on the story. Also, this season really goes into detail on characters. You spend a lot more time with characters getting to know them in this game, unlike Season 3, which allows the player to get attachment to each character and actually care about them. On top of this, each episode is around the 2-hour mark or sometimes more, which is much better. Finally, this game is very emotional. The ending with Clem is up there with the ending of Season 1. Overall, an amazing game, with a great story and interesting characters. I would give this game a strong 9 out of 10, just falling short to the number 1 spot. Finally, at my number 1 spot is The Walking Dead Season 1. In my opinion, is the best game ever to be made. Winning Game of the Year back in 2012. Each episode is around 2.5 hours long. This season has the best characters in the franchise. Each character is interesting and unique. And Season 1 is a roller coaster of emotions, from start to finish. One of the biggest factors in this game is the relationship between Clem and Lee, and the ending is known to be one of the most emotional endings in gaming history. In my opinion, there is no better gaming experience than playing the Walking Dead game Season 1 for the first time, and experiencing the relationship between Lee and Clem. Then watching the final moments between them too is phenomenal. Overall, this game is a 10 out of 10 for me. This game changed storytelling in games and will be remembered for years and years, and will go down in history for one of the best games to be made. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments your list and what you thought of my ranking of each game. If you did enjoy this video and would like to see more content like this one, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.
Oh shit, here we go again.
we go.
Any of that seem important to you?
All of it, but that box never shuts up. Sit in this seat and pay too much attention and you'll drive yourself crazy. I got a nephew up at UGA. You teach there long?
Going on my 6th year.
You meet your wife in Athens? You want to know how I see it?
Sure.
Regardless, could be you just married the wrong woman.
Damn!
Shut up, bitch!
Riot in progress. All officers are available for incoming 217. Rolling calls to dispatch to all locations.
You'll have to learn to stop worrying about things you can't control.
Then awesome.
Over. I got another good one for you. This one's a little bit less depressing and a bit more hilarious, if I do say so. This other time...
Whoa. What a knobhead! Fuck off!
Shit.
Officer?
What the hell? Oh my God! Damn!
Man. Hi there.
Did you kill it?
Yes.
It's okay. I think she was a monster.
I think so too. You've been all by yourself through this?
Yeah, I want my parents to come home now.
I'm Chet. We shouldn't be out in the open like this. How about you help us clear the way, and we'll take you and your daughter out of here and down to my family's farm. It should be safer there.
I'm not a dad. I'm a neighbor. Her parents are out of town.
Why the fuck you lying?
Staying put for too long is a mistake.
I'm okay, Pop. I'm okay.
I can fix you, don't worry. We'll stitch you up.
It almost...
Are you sure about that?
Lee tried to save me.
I know, son.
Ooh, you're hard, showing off.
Shit. Son of a bitch. One of them is bitten.
He wasn't bitten.
Hell, he wasn't. We have to end this now.
Over my dead body.
We'll dig one hole.
No! I'm cleaning him up. There's no bite. He's fine.
Don't you fucking people get it? We've already seen this happen. We let someone with a bite stay in, and we all end up bitten.
Whoa, calm down,
We gotta throw him out, or smash his head in.
Kenny, stop him!
Hey, what do we do about this guy?
Dad, it's just a boy. It's...
Lily, I'll handle this.
We reason with him.
The bloody end of an axe handle, maybe. Nobody threatens my boy.
Everyone chill the fuck out! Nobody is doing anything.
Shut up, Lily. And you, shut the fuck up. They will find us, and they will get in here, and none of this will fucking matter. But right now, we're about to be trapped in here with one of those things.
What the hell are you talking about?
He's bitten! That's how you turn!
He's not bitten. Please stop this. It's upsetting him.
Oh, no. I'm upsetting him. Upsetting is getting eaten alive.
It's Larry, right? Man, this is his son.
Look around, dumbass. I got a daughter in here. You got a daughter in here. Get your head out of your ass, boy.
We've all got people in here. We can figure this out without killing anybody. There's another way.
Yeah, with a shovel.
I'm gonna kill him, Cat. Just worry about Duck.
Lee!
Yeah?
There's someone in there!
It's just locked. Key's behind the counter. Probably.
Hey, I'm not the bad guy here. I'm just looking out for my daughter.
No, you're just the guy arguing for killing a kid. Here.
Are you serious right now, bro?
Get away from her, you son of a bitch!
Find anything?
It's a photo of the family who own this place. Might help us track down the keys to the office.
I know who you are. You're Lee Everett. You're a professor at Athens who killed a state senator who was sleeping with your wife. This is your parents' store. Folks around town know the owner's son got himself a life sentence, but I'm a reporter for WABE in Atlanta. I paid attention to that trial. Maybe you're a murderer, but I don't really care. Frankly, that's a skill that might come in handy. Did you tell anyone out there who you were, or that you were tied to this place?
No, I've been sticking to first names for a reason.
You seem like an okay guy, and the last thing we need is drama out there. You've got this little girl to take care of, and look, don't make me wrong on this.
I don't plan to.
Good, because if this lasts longer than a few days, and you're a detriment to the group, then we'd have a problem.
I hear you.
I'll just keep it to myself.
I was just doing what I had to earlier.
Everyone was.
You didn't have to call me a bitch in front of my people. I don't need that shit, alright? It's hard enough to be in charge of people's lives without some dick cutting you down. And that violence before with my dad, that didn't help.
Shut up, bitch!
I'm sorry I wasn't here. But knowing you were to take care of him tomorrow, that helped. There we go.
Oh no! Anyway.
Oh my god.
Let's go!
They got Doug. They...
You gotta move!
Not covered with this, you son of a bitch!
No!
I'm not letting somebody else get eaten today. Especially a good friend.
He's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Motor inn's pretty damn defendable. We block off the entrances with some cars, keep someone on watch. We could stay here until the military rolls through.
I actually agree with that plan.
Me too. We got beds, we got water, and most importantly, we got light. There are worse places to call home.
Yeah, you're right. You know, guys, I think it's going to be okay.
Not bad!
Thank you for watching. If you want to see the full game in the future, let me know in the comments, and by dropping a like and subscribing, and I will see you in the next video.
Fuck, 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 fuck!
Maybe we could walk? That's fucking stupid, Ben. I'm just saying.
Hey, Ben.
Hey.
See you.
Yeah.
Killed someone. Different than Larry or the St. John's. Different from everything. This was before the walkers. I know. I didn't say anything when I met you because I was with the girl and, you know, I was worried.
I just smashed a guy's head in with a 50-pound block of salt. You saw me do that, right?
Yeah, I did.
And you're talking about who we were? The fuck does that matter? It's everything this mess has got us doing now, Lee.
Knock this guy out.
Happily.
Jesus!
Oh man.
How am I supposed to not take offense to that? What am I, a liability? Great. Just great. Thanks a lot for the vote of confidence.
Maybe we should... Hang on, Cat. Just keep Doug close.
You know what? Fuck you, Larry. Eat up.
I will, and I'll enjoy every last bite.
Lee, what the hell is wrong with you?
Girlfriend wasn't all she was cracked up to be.
What the hell is your problem? You refused to give me my day's rations back at the motor lodge. And you practically fucking pushed my face into that goddamn human barbecue? You must really hate me. Well, that's easy. I got charm coming out of my ass.
Yeah, that's real charming, Dad.
San Francisco.
Jeez, a long way from home.
I blame the one in there. He wanted the great American road trip.
Well, he got a little more than he bargained for, huh?
Who the hell is into Civil War history anyway, other than old white guys? Wonderful.
You two will be thick as thieves.
Kenny?
Oh, hey, you made it back. Good job. Good job.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
What does it look like?
Where'd you get the bottle?
Found it. You want to throw down again like back on the train? Because I fight better when I'm shit-faced.
Kenny, come on, give me that. Kenny, give me the damn bottle.
Get the fuck away from me!
Fuck it. Cut it off.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Now that you're awake, maybe... Look, I just don't think I can do it. I'll hold the tourniquet or something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What if I pass out halfway through?
Jesus.
Oh, thank Jesus you're alive. Oh, God, I woke up and you were there and your arm was over there and the blood...
Thanks for... If you were me, you'd be a foot taller.
Hey.
And about 50 pounds heavier. You, wouldn't get scared as much.
With your arm and my leg, I'll cripple fight you right here, buddy.
I would have had to chop this one off for you to even stand up here at the motel.
Good vibe? Well, Christ, Daddy-o, I'm sorry the folks with the food supply and defenses didn't tickle your pretty pink ass.
Hey, Lee, you know how to pick a lock, right?
No. Why would you say that?
Well, you're, you know, urban?
Oh, you are not saying what I think you're saying.
Jesus, man, I'm from Florida. Crazy shit just comes out of my mouth sometimes. Sorry.
What's this thing?
Daddy said it's called a salt lick. Yeah, but don't lick it. It's gross.
Did you lick it?
I don't know.
You like Civil War history, huh?
Fuck yeah. What do you know about some Quantrill's raid?
Well, it's happened about 1,000 miles that way.
Well, yeah.
And we're headed the other way. But if it's somehow not crawling with the dead, there should be some cool things to see.
Excellent. Don't tell Krista, though. That won't be as big a selling point for her.
You got it. How long since you've been home?
Like 6 months. We were on the road for a while, and then, you know...
That's rough.
Her cat is gonna be pissed.
I win.
And poor Sim loses.
Definitely a dare.
Okay. Do your worst.
You have to ask Ruby for a kiss.
Seriously? The most legitimate of dares. I can't breathe. Well, I think we all learned something about our good friend Asim today. Mainly that he has no romantic charm whatsoever. Shut up.
Thanks for watching. If you did and enjoy this video and would like to see a season 2 version of this, then be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.